Thinking about leaving your soul-sucking 9 to 5 job, one of the biggest struggles I see people, especially as women, face is the idea of having that safety net, that enticing perks and benefits, and listening to that head trash of what will people think if I leave. I totally get it, and I've been where you are. That's why I created a free guide to help you if you're thinking about putting in that notice. It's called Unlocking Your Exit Plan. Discover 5 things you need to do before leaving your 9 to 5. This guide is filled with worksheets and steps so you will have hand holding along the way. You can download your copy in the link in the show notes, and again, it's totally free. Now back to today's episode.
You're listening to the Hello CS Dorsey podcast, your one-stop shop for all things motivating while on your entrepreneur journey. Feeling stuck in your business or don't know where to start? Don't worry, we've got you covered. Listen to some of the leading women in today's industry who have been there before to help guide you on your path. Now, here's your host and self-taught web designer, CS Dorsey.
Welcome back to another episode of the Hello CS Dorsey podcast. I have Barbara Maisonet on the show today. How are you doing today, Barbara?
Hi there. So glad to be here. Thank you for having me.
We are so grateful for having you on today. So could you tell everyone about yourself and what you do?
Sure. So I own my life and business coaching company. I have now been in the coaching business for going on almost 14 years. And I say that because I felt like a pioneer back in the day when I would start to, share with people about, my life coaching business and my business coaching business. And it was so new that people would just look at me like with a deer in the headlights, like, what's a life coach? Are you a coach? Like, what are you? So I have been in the trenches and been doing this now, like I said, for quite a long time. And I have morphed into specializing in leveling up small to medium-sized businesses. So I partner with already amazing business owners who know it's time, they make it through the startup phase and they're like, oh my word, now what, right? What do I need to do next? And I partner with them and we work on implementing professional boundaries, adding accountability, making sure that there are some good solid systems into place, discussing if it's time to start building a team or rebuilding a team, whether it's a virtual team or it's an in-person team, and really getting clear on their vision and their why and their purpose. So that is what I really spend most of my time on. And because, I work with human beings, then we obviously will bring in the element of some life coaching if it needs to be, some mindset stuff, overcoming some fears. A lot of it has to do with how to price and pricing according to your value and worth. So that's just a little snippet of how I spend my days.
So leveling up in your business. I should have had you on the podcast in the beginning of the year in January because that was my main focus for the beginning of the year. That was the theme. So leveling up was the theme. And I'm so happy that you were talking about this because sort of like a recap because, I started talking about things and wanted to level up and everything in our business, in our life. And then months go by and we completely forget about that. So I'm happy we're having a recap.
Well, I am happy to recap with you. And it's funny that you say that because one of the things that I included in my little recap, as you said, was adding the element of accountability. And a lot of times we get some great ideas, but where people sometimes fall short, especially business owners, is there's a lot of things that we know we need to do, right? Like it is a really good idea to have a good lead generation system or a sale. I mean, we all know that. But if there isn't somebody holding us accountable to sit down and write the copy or, really think about how to market online or really to kind of do the tough work it is to put systems into place, and you don't have somebody like a coach or a mentor or somebody that you are investing time, money, and energy into, those great ideas really just kind of hang out often in like the good idea land instead of, okay, I'm going to follow through with it. right? Like, okay, I'm going to actually do it. Oh, shoot. Somebody's going to ask me, did you do this? Did you write that copy? Did you do your, 5 videos for your social media this week? There is really that power of adding some accountability to it. Wouldn't you say? What are your thoughts on that?
I completely agree with you. This year was the first year that I actually got a health coach, and my health coach actually turned into my business coach
Yes.
for some
Yes.
reason.
I love
because,
it.
because it's all about, health. Yes, taking my vitamins and drinking my water, making sure that my body is running as normal, but also
Hmm.
a mindset. She helped me so much with mindset, and it was a really great gift for me because she helped me to be accountable and put things into action. And not only that, I also have an accountability partner as well.
Great.
So we meet weekly and everything, and we talk about what we're doing in our business this week. And then we meet again and we say, well, did we do this, XYZ? And
Mm.
95% of the time, yes, I am doing those things that I said that I was going to do last week. Now, if I had neither one of them in my life right
Oh, wow.
now, nothing
Mm.
would be taken. I would have done anything. I really would have.
Wow, that's so powerful that you just said that.
Yeah.
Wow. It's not to any fault of anybody. It's just kind of how we are as humans. It's just kind of like, right? Like life doesn't slow down. It's not like we're sitting there twiddling our thumbs going, gosh, what could I get busy doing? Right? Like there's always something to do, which is always gives you oftentimes us like justification or reasons not to do what it is that we say we're going to do. Right? It
Right.
just is. And, it's a huge acknowledgement honestly to you to have 2 people that are holding you accountable, not 1 but 2, and totally 2 different kinds of accountability. So I'm sending you a virtual hug because that's really great. I get excited for people that do that.
Oh, thank you. I've
You're
received it.
welcome. You're welcome.
So tell us something about yourself that a lot of people don't know.
Okay, are you ready for this?
Yes.
Okay. So I get excited talking about this. Yours truly, heard the infamous words, Barbara Maisonet, you are the next contestant on The Price is Right. And I got called down to the stage. And yes, I did fall flat on my face on my way down to the stage. I certainly did that. And I was on The Price is Right. I made it through, and all I can say was it was an incredible experience. And I hope anybody who wants to add an element of fun to their life and they don't mind being a little crazy on TV, which I obviously didn't because they picked me to come on down. And it was incredible. I think anybody should have that element of fun. So I got called, I got on stage, and I ended up winning the whole thing. So it's just one of those bucket list, really memorable experiences that I don't know. It's just something I'm grateful for. Just something little, right? Just something little that I got to do.
So I'm talking to a celebrity right now.
Well, girl, a celebrity that falls on her face, if you want to put me in that category. But I'm absolutely not. I will say I did hug Drew Carey. That is true. I did make a complete, fool of myself on national television when I fell down. But I feel like I redeemed myself because I came back and won.
So my question is,
Tell
did
me.
did they edit it out or did they keep it and record it?
Oh my word, you and I are on the same wavelength. So that is so funny that you said that because after I did my whole spiel and I got on the stage, I ended up actually winning a car. And then, and then my turn was over and I was sitting in the seats because they put all the contestants that get called up and that have made it on stage. You sit on the side for a few minutes, right? As the rest of the tapings go. And I'm sitting there, like shaking, like I cannot believe not only did I get my name called, I got on stage, I won a truck. Like I'm sitting there, like, just like, I can't believe this is my life right now. And up comes the producer. I'm not kidding you. And he's like, are you okay? And my first thing out of my mouth was, you're going to edit that out, right? And he turned around and walked away. And I was like, oh man. So no, It is not edited out. It is there for everybody to see. And the craziest part, my dear, is literally, I am not kidding you, I was 2 rows. I was not the first row, right behind, the contestant row. I was on the second row. So I say that because it's not like I had like 4 steps to run before I made it to, the bidding station. Maybe 5 steps, and somehow I managed to fall flat on my face in, the 5 steps that it took me to get to the stage.
Okay, so I'm going to go on YouTube and I'm
You
going
sure
to
are.
look for.
I will tell you right now, because you are going to die, and you have to tell me if you see this, because and then I said something, I don't even know. I can't remember everything I did, but if you YouTube June 25th, 2018, Price is Right, in that order, or right in that order. Price is Right, June 25th, 2018. Up will pop me hugging the model, and you'll see me on there. So all I can say is, if you want to watch it, you can watch it all the way to the end. You can skip over some of the parts, but I'm the second person called.
So this is recent. This is like 2 years ago. I'm thinking that this was like years ago, like
No.
long time ago. So this is fairly recent. Okay.
It was fun. I just want to see, and that's funny that you said that, because we are reminiscent. So one of the things I won was a trip to Ireland, and we were in Ireland right around, this time that you and I are recording this last year. So we were just there, and we're like swapping pictures and, reminiscing of our favorite food that we had over there. So yeah, it was a year ago. We were there in Ireland.
That's amazing. That really is amazing. I think your story so far has been the most amazing. But you know what the thing of it is? The tripping part, you tripped and everything, but the fact that you kept going and you actually won there in the end, it is, so you can take that, and we could take that and we can say, okay, yeah, we fall. We're gonna fall along the way, but we
Yeah.
get back up when we play even harder. And in the end, we will win.
100%, my dear. I actually used that for a little while in some of my marketing and some of the things, about as business owners. How many times do we trip and fall down? And I literally could have stayed there, but I didn't. You'll see it. I popped up and I pointed to the cameraman. I was like, "You're going to edit that out." Like on national television, I did that. And then, I got serious. You'll see me. I watch this show pretty avidly, so I know how to play the games, and you'll see me be serious. And, it's a lot of it is luck, but a lot of it is not. And there's strategy involved. And I took that principle, like you just brought up. There's strategy involved after falls. There's a lot in business. There's a lot that you can learn, the resilience, the perseverance, right? I very well could have been embarrassed. Trust me, you'll see me fall. And I very well could have been embarrassed, but it just wasn't an option for me. It just wasn't something that I was going to do, even though it was, everybody watching. And you'll see Drew says a funny comment. So listen, listen to his comment after I fall on my face.
So it's the action that you take after you fall. What are you going to do next? I love it. I really do.
It's so true. So true.
So do you have any advice on how we could take action, how my listeners can take action in their life, their business, or their health? I know with everything that's going on with COVID-19 and the staying at home, and I see all the time on social media throughout the day, is this a good time for me to start my business? Is this time to start anything with all of this going on? And I mean, this is the best time to start, especially when you're online, because everybody's looking online. Everybody's trying to find something to purchase, whether it's some shoes or something from Amazon. But people are online, and this is the best time to actually get your message out. So what advice do you have for those out there during this time?
One of the things that I think is valuable, especially for a business owner who might just be starting, or a business owner that might struggle with this, is practice taking nothing personally. And if you stop and pause and really marinate on what that means, it's pretty powerful, right? Because there are different camps going on right now. Like, don't you dare sell anybody. How dare you? Or like, you could, sell anything to anybody. Or, how could you be this way or that way? Or, right? There's a lot of opinions because everybody is online right now and will be after all of this, right? This isn't just going to stop when this is over. There's a lot of velocity that's created online traction, a lot of pivoting that people have done in their businesses. And I use this often on my clients in my coaching calls is I want you to imagine how you would show up to your health or how you would show up to your life or in your relationships, in your friendships, in the way you parent. How would you show up in your business growth and what you're up to in your business if you didn't take anything personally? Nothing, right? So you might do something that's going to work and you might do something that's not going to work. You might do something where somebody has a strong opinion about how wrong you were or how you did, or they might not. But if you take nothing personally, just feel like the freedom that you've just provided for yourself and the room that you've given yourself to be persistent and to be clear, right? To get clarity on what it is that you want. What is your purpose? Why are you doing what it is that you're doing? Whether it's a parenting decision or a health decision, you get clarity first. And then whatever happens, whether you have to ask, hey, would you like to hire me? Or, hey, are you ready to buy? Or, hey, what are your thoughts about, homeschooling your children right here? Or whatever it is, right? And you approach that conversation or you approach that scenario knowing that whatever the answer is or the response is, you take nothing personally. Just imagine what you just opened up for yourself in that journey. So that would be absolutely something. I mean, I could go on and on, but that's what popped into my mind when you asked me that question.
Take nothing personally. I love it. I love it so much. It's all about mindset, definitely. And I think we do get caught up in taking things too personally because we always thinking about, well, what someone's going to say, or if they don't like something that I have, my product, or I'm selling essentially, if they don't like it, sometimes we take that personally and say they don't like us. Well, it's not that they don't like us, or it's just that they are not going to purchase a product at that time, or it's just not for them, and just understanding that and putting yourself in their shoes. If somebody was trying to, sell you something, or was trying to, I don't even like the word sell, was trying to present something
Offer.
to you, offer you something.
I love it.
Let's change that.
I love it. I love it.
Because every time I hear sell, I get hives. I don't know what that is. But
talk to your coach about that. Talk to your coach, right? Get her on the phone. Right. Right.
I could create a great product, but I'm like, don't make me do the offer, please. I don't want to do that. That's not my forte. But
well, you just can I go off on that tangent for a minute? Do I have your okay? So just a thought on that is, it's a mindset thing, and not for you, but just for anybody thinking about if there is a context or a belief you have about selling. One of the things is to consider is just like what you said. If we reverse the roles, how many people on the receiving end of purchasing our product or our service would be helped? And if they didn't have the opportunity to hire, buy, engage, take us up on the offers, two things happen. At that point, are you serving your purpose? Are you walking in your purpose if people are not given the opportunity to work with you or buy from you or, engage with you? Who at that moment is not being gifted with the opportunity to improve their life or their health or their business or their parenting or their relationships because, we as the service providers have a contact wrong? It's just who's going to miss out if we have something like that going on in our mind. And then the second thing is, if it's not us, at one point when they're ready to buy, they're going to buy. So either it's going to be from us because we were brave, or we had an offer, or we had the message that resonated, or we nurtured that relationship, or they're going to go buy somewhere else. But when somebody is ready to buy, right, whatever it is that we are in business selling or offering, they are going to go do it. We just have to, have done the legwork leading up to that for them to think, I'm going to buy from her because along the way she made me feel special, or she, shared with me the message, or she gave me hope, or, how she offered it wasn't slimy, salesy, right? But it was coming from genuineness. I'm going to buy from her.
That's true.
Thoughts on that?
No, that's true. I was thinking when you were talking about that, I was listening to a podcast episode with Dean Graziosi and Jenna Kutcher, because I like listening to her podcast, and Dean Graziosi is her mentor. And he was on there and he said, if you are not basically giving your offer or letting people know your offer out there, you are doing a disservice to them, because you may have something that they're looking for, or that they need, or they're trying to find. And if you don't put it out there, then you're doing them a disservice, because they can't find it, So even though we feel like, I don't want to, and I'm number one person like that. I can sell free all day long. Seriously.
How do those two words go together? Sell free all day long.
I can sell free all day long. I can get people to, hey, what about that? Oh yeah, let me try that. I can exchange free like that, but I have yet to, how do I want to say it? Because I really haven't actually presented an offer to anyone, so I don't know exactly how it's, it would sound like or look like. But I guess so. When I do my website design, I have my clients and I have to present a proposal. That's pretty much almost the same. That's the same thing in a way. But as far as like having a product and trying to sell it to multiple people, like I said, I can sell free all day long, but to say, okay, I can tell you all the features, all the the features and the benefits of it and everything. Then when it gets to the price point, oh yeah, and by the way, I'll overlook that. It's free. Let's just say, okay, so it's $97. I can give a really good presentation. I can do all of that. But the transition to basically say how much my offer is, that's one of the things that I definitely do have to work on. And hey, no one's perfect in that area. I know from experience and looking at webinars and everything. So, yeah.
It's just a mindset thing. And, we all have room for growth. I like to call it room for growth, right? We all have room for growth. And, one of the things that's important to keep in mind is when people don't have any skin in the game, right? Like we're just giving away free, right? Sell free. I love it. I love your tagline there. I can sell free all day. At what is really their motivation or incentive at that point to be invested in whatever it is, right? They don't have anything to lose. There's not anything for them to lose to get free all the time. Now, this isn't a right or wrong, this isn't a right or wrong subject. There's no right or wrong here. It's just as business owners, right? Who are our ideal clients? Are our ideal clients the ones that look for free all day? Or our ideal clients are the ones that maybe start with free, and then we impress them enough to, okay, I'm willing to buy the $97 offer. And then at that, you know what I mean? There is the ability to have progression in it, but as business owners, it is our job to go, well, who are my ideal clients? And does that include clients that take free? It very well could. Every business is different. It very well could, but maybe it doesn't. maybe it's not in alignment with, business owners' why or their purpose or, who their ideal clients are. It's not a right or wrong. It's just something, right? It's just a thought. Like what is going to best serve my ideal clients? How do I as a business owner show up to my best ideal clients, and how can I be of service to them?
Right. And that's where, you go on and you start doing, you can do a survey or you can jump on a
Yeah.
call and start asking questions. Those are really good
Right.
ways to do that. And I love Facebook and I don't care what people say about it. Because
Girl, I love it too.
I
I
love it.
love it too.
It's my baby, even though it's
I'm
Mark
with it. I'm
Zuckerberg's,
with
but
you on that.
I've been in Facebook since Facebook kind of started, becoming new to it, when
Right.
college
Mhm.
students and everything it was going around the college students, and I just so happened to be in, that number. And I think someone sent me a link or something. I don't know, so weird. But yeah, I was in that beginning stage of
Mm.
Facebook, and I've been there ever since. Like I
Mhm.
done the ads, everything that they had, I engaged in,
Mhm.
Facebook Lives, everything. So I love Facebook no matter what. And Facebook is my everything, like it's my bread and butter, even though I have a full-time job,
Yep.
but it's my bread and butter for finding clients and
Yep.
relationships and networking and everything. I, Instagram, yeah, but I don't really have time to take pictures and do graphs all day. I really don't. That I'll
Mhm.
post my
Mhm.
Instagram graphics like once a week or something like that. But Facebook is the number one hub for me, and I love it so much. And that's where I find all my guests and just find people to collaborate and connect with in the groups. The groups, I
Yep.
love it. I'm in so
Yep.
many groups, and all you have to do is if you want to find your ICA, all you have to do that's in the individual customer avatar. I'm using acronyms.
Mhm.
Um,
Mhm.
all you have to do is post in that group that has your ICA that you're in, that you're looking to get feedback from. Post one question, see what kind of response you get, and
Yeah.
go from there. And you can use that information and take it and say, okay, these are what these people are looking for, or I can build things around, these problems that they're having. I see it all
Yep.
day long,
All the time.
and it's
All
so
day.
easy to do. It's
It
so
is. It is so easy. And I want to add a little bit because I've started to see some of this not happening it, not happening. And I'm 100% on board with you. 100% agree with you. And I'm going to say, and please, 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 everybody, business owners and everybody, answer from genuineness, right? Be authentic. I
right.
don't know what's going on, but the last couple weeks, I have been like blasted with these messages that are like, so what are your health goals? And it's like, but wait, you don't even know my name. Like, obviously, you're in the health, right? You're in the health industry. So you're going to lead with that question. But
Right.
do you even know where what hair color I have, or, anything about me? And so, I want to encourage business owners, if you are going to use Facebook, which is fantastic for certain ideal clients, it's 100% be genuine and be
Right.
authentic. Start
Right.
there.
That's the
Nurture
truth.
it. Be a real human being, not back to our sales, right? There's our theme, but not a salesy kind of, I'm sort of gonna like, kind of mask, but really I'm selling to you, right? Like, just answer, be authentic, be engaging, find out about the person that you want to, and then if we like each other, then let's get into some business goals or some bit, or how we can help each other. Just can't start there.
That's the truth. I do. To piggyback on that, I do see that a lot. Yeah,
Oh,
I do. And the ones that get me is who wants to make $5,000 this week, and I'm
mm.
like, I want to make $1 this week in my business. Can you help me do that? Come on now. I mean, be true. Be true.
You're right. You
Yeah,
are right.
it's like we have to stop selling people these ideas of, I'm pretty sure people would get to six figures, but to get to, what's the 5 figures in a week, or 5 figures
Mm-hmm.
in a month. I'm
Or
like,
4. Mm-hmm.
yeah, or four
Mm-hmm.
figures or something
Mm-hmm.
like that. I'm like, that
Mm-hmm.
takes
Mm-hmm.
time, man. You have to build,
Yeah.
and it
Mm-hmm.
might be a one-off that month, and then next month you're not getting the same thing. You have to
Right.
keep doing.
Right. Yep.
Oh yeah,
It's
yeah.
true. I'm with you. And I haven't heard I in a long time. Oh my gosh, that's like bringing back childhood memories. Oh my word, That is not. I adore you. I have not heard that in so long. But
Oh my
yes,
goodness.
business owners, be genuine, be authentic, be engaging, connect first, please. Be really ask engaging, authentic questions, not masking them as if we all know that you're trying to sell. That's the funny part. I think that maybe people just get some training on it, like get on in there, do a messenger message. And it's like, it has to be some sort of training because a lot of people are doing that. So whatever training they're getting, it's that staple thing. Like, ask them what their health goal is, or, do you want to make $5,000, dollars a month? I mean, who's going to say no to that? First of all, nah, I don't think I really want to. Right. So of course that's a question that people would say yes to, but not if it's not a place from authenticity, not if it doesn't come from genuineness. This is how I would coach my clients. If it's not from a place of authenticity and genuinity, did I make that word up? But
It's
genuineness,
okay. We're gonna create it. Yes.
right? Help me. People can see through it. People can see through it.
Yeah. It's the
That's my
truth.
2 cents.
It's
Mm-hmm.
the truth. Yeah. So you have a promotion for everyone. Do you want to talk about that?
Sure. So, for your listening audience there, if you guys have heard something today, or maybe you're a business owner, or not even a business owner, but you would like to add the element of intentional accountability. And it's very key for that. People who decide to hire a life coach or a business coach know a few things. They know that there's going to be an investment of time, money, and energy, but they also know that a good coach is going to get you to think and going to get you to become aware so that you'll take action. So if somebody is like, I'm ready to take action, I want to do the work, and I want somebody that's on my team, I want a partner in this, right? I always say, not a know-it-all. I'm not a know-it-all. I'm a partner, and I will come alongside and show you your blind spots, or show you new ideas, or really get clear on how to do your leveling up in your business or your life. You can go to my website at www.barbaramaisonet.com, and I spell my last name Maisonet. And you'll see there on the link gifted rate 1 hour strategy session, and that rate is $97 to spend 1 hour investing in your business or your life. So your listeners can go on there, sign up for it, do that whole thing, and then schedule. But again, it's really for people that are ready, that know they have to add something in order to get the results they want. And if that something is coaching, right, AKA accountability, partnership, then I would be honored to host an hour coaching strategy session with them. And you can find that on my website. And
Awesome.
that's it. That's it
Awesome.
right there.
So where can everyone find you?
So you can find me at my website, like I said, barbaramaisonet.com. You can also find me on Instagram at Barbara_Maisonet_coaching. And you can find me on Facebook as well, Barbara Maisonet and Barbara Maisonet Coaching. Gracious, of course, at LinkedIn. I feel like I'm around. I'm easily accessible. So those are all great places to reach out to me again. And if you just have some questions, or you want to just kind of brainstorm first before you want to invest in that session, reach out to me. I'm happy to answer any questions, especially about my coaching process, or what what the power of coaching could do for you and your business. I'm always willing to support eager people that are ready to put some work into it.
Awesome. And we're going to have all the information that you mentioned in today's show, all the links and everything is going to be in the show notes. So it will be easy for our listeners to
Perfect.
go directly to you to find you. Well, Barbara, I'm
Perfect.
so happy that you came on the show today. And thank you so much. This has really been a great show for me. Definitely. I learned a lot.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. Thank you, listeners, for listening in.
We hope you enjoyed the show today. Remember to subscribe to get the latest episodes and more. Head over to hellocsdorsey.com to subscribe. And remember, nothing is impossible. So make the impossible possible and take action today. We'll see you next time.